Hi, it's Joanne again at Expanding Joy, and welcome back. Yesterday we talked about the number one tool in creating your happiest life and a life that feels like freedom and joy. So that was reconnecting to your intuition or your inner wisdom and guidance. So today we're talking about how do you hear this? So as small children, we are born full of our intuition. We know exactly what we need. We know exactly how to get it. And we listen all the time to it. As we grow up, we grow out of that. We are told by our surrounding adults and other children that we need to do what they want us to do and not what our heart tells us to do, which is completely normal, and we all go through it. But we are all wired with the ability to listen to our intuition. So there are different ways that our intuition speaks to us, and it always speaks softly, and it speaks with love. So if you hear a voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, that you shouldn't try, that you'll never work, that who do you think you are? That's not your intuition, not at all. So you want to listen to that small, quiet voice that speaks with love. Now, it's going to guide you into some situations where you're going to learn lessons, that it's not going to work out exactly how you thought it might, but trust it, it will always work in your best interest. Then we all hear our intuition a little bit differently. It's personalized for us. I mean, it is our intuition, right? But there are a few ways that are most common. So you may hear something. You may hear a voice that says a name, a place. You may get song lyrics stuck in your head. Listen to the lyrics. You may hear, every now and then I'll hear a bell or a knock, and I'll be in the middle of doing something and I'll be like startled. Well, it's getting my attention. So I want to pay attention to what was I doing? Did I skim over something that I missed? Was I reading something that I missed? So pay attention to what's going on around you, or do I need to look up? Maybe I'm totally missing somebody or something that's right in front of me. Another way is sensory. So you can do, you decide to take a new job, and after you make that decision, you have a stomach ache for the next week before the job starts. Maybe you need to pay attention to that. Maybe it's your intuition. Maybe you need to ask a few more questions of your guidance around that. Same thing with headaches, aches and pains. Ask what's going on with your body and listen for the guidance that comes with that. Another way is your emotions. Your emotions are your strongest guidance system. So things that make us really happy, pay attention to. Things that light you up. As well as things that make you sad, anxious, anxiety, stress. Those are all keys that you're on the wrong path or you're doing something that isn't in line with your integrity. So pay attention to your emotions. They are the strongest guidance system you have. Another one is visual. So you can see something. So your imagination is not just always your imagination. You know, if you can imagine it, you can do it, you can create it. That's so true. Now, if you're given two options, and you might think, well, what would it look like if I go down this path? And kind of think about it. So see what comes up in your head. See what is created inside your imagination. What do you see? Do you see a life of joy and happiness, or do you see a lot of angst and anxiety in your future on that path? Then, imagine it, visualize it, see what comes up in your vision. Another one is this is the toughest one to explain to people, but it's just a flat out knowing. For some reason, I know that I need to turn right off of my regular route to work today. I don't know why. I can't explain it. There's no practical reasoning for it. I need to turn right. Now, you could end up at work later on and find out that there was a huge traffic jam or there was an accident, and you may not find out, but follow your intuition. The other thing is just a knowing as well, like dating is a perfect example. On paper, it may look like the two of you are a perfect match. He has all the attributes that you were looking for, everything, but somehow you just know that you should stay away. Stay away. That's your intuition talking to you. As adults, we've relanguaged our intuition into words and phrases like, I'm following my gut instincts. A businessman might use that in a meeting in order to explain is knowing. So gut instincts, mother's intuition, my feminine, I'm going to follow my feminine instincts. Same thing. It's all your intuition. It's your inner wisdom and guidance. And from my experience and working with others, I know that this is the number one tool to create a life of true happiness. It is the biggest game changer out there. Everything else follows listening to your inner guidance. So practice using it. The more we practice, the more we use it, the easier it is to listen to, and the louder it will speak to you. So start practicing now in the next days and weeks, and leave a comment below to let me know how it's going and to ask any questions. I hope to see you soon, and I hope to meet you on your journey to your happiest life. Thanks.